Guys, my eyesight has just drastically gotten worse within the past 2 weeks, and I have to put my glasses on to make sure that I am in focus now. This is 30. Hey guys, so we're doing another, I'll just leave my glasses on, another Ask Asia for ya. And I know last time I drank some wine, got a little tipsy, had a little fun, but today we're drinking tea because I am feeling like poo-poo head. Let's get down and dirty, shall we? This question comes from Sarah, who is a lifelong follower. Sarah, I always appreciate your comments and your commentary, so thank you so much. Sarah asks, how do you get yourself to put trust into people and not be afraid to be open when you have a high guard and have been hurt when putting trust into people in the past? This is, I think, a very common and very understandable question because, you know, we all come from effed up backgrounds. No relationship has been perfect, whether it is a romantic relationship or a friendship. I've been screwed over by both in the past. And honestly, the only way to be able to move on and to trust again is to forgive. The only person who is going to be hurt by you not forgiving someone is yourself. And it's hard. Like, when someone hurts you, it's really, really hard to forgive them. You have to not only learn from that experience, situation, you not only have to figure out how you contributed to that experience and situation, but you also have to forgive them for doing you wrong, and then forgive yourself. Whatever it was, whether it was a friendship falling apart or a relationship falling apart, you need to look into yourself and really reflect on that relationship to see how you contributed. I have been wronged a lot in my life. I really have, and I don't really talk about it because it's in the past and I've forgiven them, so I don't really think about it and I don't dwell upon it anymore. But I will tell you, it really takes a lot of intentional thought in order to forgive someone. You can't keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. You have to change up the way you think, you have to change up the things that you do, you have to change up the people you date. You need to learn from those experiences. And once you do that, I think that you'll be a little bit more forgiving on yourself and be able to forgive the other person. So let's just say, for instance, you were robbed. You were at a restaurant, you left your purse on a table, and someone robbed you. Now, you don't ever want to forget that situation, okay? So you want to learn from your mistakes. You never leave your purse out in the open. So that's something you don't want to forget. I'm not saying you forget. I'm saying you forgive. You have to forgive that person who robbed you in order to not be afraid that you're going to be robbed anywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's the difference. Forgiveness can, you know, happen in many forms. I think the easiest way, but not always the most possible way, is to talk to them and talk it out. And I'm not talking about fighting and yelling. And maybe this is something, let's just say if it's a relationship that's ended, this is something that happens months later, once, you know, emotions calm down and you both reflect on your sides, you can come together and have an honest, open conversation about what happened. You call that closure, but I think that is definitely an obvious and easy way to forgive someone. But again, that's not something that can always happen. It's been my experience that when you work on yourself and get yourself back out of that hurtful feeling inside of you, that's when you can forgive. So to me, just in general, self-reflection is a really important quality that you need to have just in order to grow as a person. I self-reflect all the time, and There are still things that I struggle with personally and in relationships, so that's something I'm definitely working on. But just to be able to recognize that there are some things in yourself that you need to work on will allow you to heal completely, and then therefore forgive that person. If you are feeling me and you want to look more into the aspect of self-love, self-forgiveness, and forgiveness of others, then I'm sure there are a ton of self-help books out there. I love self-help books. If you can think of a book that you would like to recommend other people, please let us know in the comments. A lot of people think that reading self-help books shows that you are weak. To me, I think it shows that you are strong, because anyone who is willing to work on themselves is inherently strong, in my opinion. So don't be embarrassed about it. If you have a book that you've read that you've loved, or you've heard that you should read, please let us know in the comments. Everyone gets hurt. Every single person in this world has been hurt at some point or another. So you are not special, okay? You are not special in that situation. Everyone's been hurt, but not everyone has been able to forgive. You don't want to be walking around 20 years later being angry at a person who dumped you 20 years ago. Like, that is not happiness, and I really doubt that you will find a healthy relationship if you still have that hanging over your shoulders. So for the sake of yourself and your health and your happiness, forgive. And of course, like I said, when you go into new relationships or new situations, remember the experiences. Don't forget, remember the experiences that brought you pain, and just be a little bit more aware of maybe the patterns of making sure that doesn't happen to you again. But please, the only person that you are hurting by not forgiving is yourself. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm Asia Dang. Thank you so much for watching this Ask Asia. Any other comments, questions, opinions about this topic, please let me know in the comments. I feel like with these Ask Asia topics, the more that we can talk about it, and the more you guys are able to share your experiences, the more we are all able to learn from each other. That's how I learned a lot of mistakes, is by learning from other people's mistakes. So yeah, please share. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. We've all been there. So yeah, I'm Asia Dang. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.